that sucks. You can't see anything except for the clothes behind me. I think I'm going to stream in portrait. Even though YouTube doesn't like it. You can see better. Yes, very early. I literally just started. And welcome back. Why? My YouTube doesn't want to. YouTube doesn't like it like this. That's okay. I don't care. Wow. I wish I could put it up by the lamp, or the ring light, but then I would be able to see comments. Anywho, for anybody, well, I haven't been vlogging much, so nobody knows what's going on in my life. I put these up for sale on Etsy. A lot of people are doing stuff similar to this, but typically it's on canvas or on wood. This you can hang up in a window or something. It includes ashes. I used my pet's ashes in this one. Thank you. And in the surf, I decided to give it a little more of a 3D effect. It's got glass in here. I use little turquoise glass pieces too, but the little turquoise ones fell to the bottom, fell through the resin. So I think I'm not going to worry about that this time. But I sold one of these last week, and since I haven't made a video in a while, I thought I would share doing that. A woman sent me her mom's dog's ashes, and I got them in the mail today. It's a surprise gift for her mom. She said it makes her mom too sad to have the urn or see the box, so she's hoping that this is going to be something that her mom will approve of and be able to enjoy. All right, so I need to measure out resin. This is the mold I use. Simple. This holds 9 ounces. I think I'm only going to do 8. We'll just have to see. So that calls for 4 ounces of part A, 4 ounces of part B, for anybody that doesn't know how resin works. Some is 1-to-1, some is 2-to-1. The real expensive stuff is 2-to-1. I can't afford that. So first I'm going to warm up side A, because supposedly it creates less bubbles that way. I've also learned, I forgot gloves, dang it. A lot of the ashes fell to the backside too, so I need to learn to be patient and not put them in for like 2 hours. I'm gonna go get my gloves. Well, thank you. I don't know. I invited the woman who I'm doing this for. Invited her to come watch the live just now. Sorry if that's noisy. Ural! What the heck she's barking at? What are you barking at? So did everybody survive the big snowstorm last week okay? Today's Monday. We've only been home, I think it's still been less than, maybe we came back home last Monday night. We escaped to a hotel, motel, condo. We stayed at a couple different places. So we could go to work. Because when my husband tried to call out, when we got the ice, before the weekend, he'd called out for 2 days, and his boss wasn't happy about that. He was like, I think you better come Friday. Well, that's still a pretty good amount of snow. snowstorm, I guess that's what they call it. I was going to ask what part of the country you were in, but pretty much unless you were in Florida and maybe the far side of California, everybody got hit pretty good. All right. I hope this is hot enough water. All right. Let's go for, well, I'm going to need a top layer, so I'm going to do 3 ounces of A. I bought a scale recently to do this with, but I have since learned that part A weighs more than part B, so you can't do it that way. Ooh. All right, I'm gonna leave that sit in the hot water, warm water, for a little bit. Get my colors ready. No, not really. I've gone down to working 2 days a week. Other than that, pretty much same old, same old. I started some garlic and onions a couple weeks ago. I want to start a garden this year. I know that I've done, I've planted some stuff a couple years in a row and failed miserably. I'm going to try tomatoes again, even though I've already killed them 2 years running. But I'm going to try things that should be relatively hardy and foolproof. Proof. I've got onions, garlic, potatoes started, because actually garlic should be in the ground already. And I should be outside putting all the soil in the garden, but instead I wanted to start on this. And then in more little bitty planters, just 2 days ago, I started peppers, tomatoes. I think that's it. 2 types of tomatoes and some red peppers or some bell peppers and jalapeno peppers. The only thing left is corn, but I can't really plant that till like May. Where are my popsicle sticks? Oh, I should have bought some more of these. Yeah, pretty much. If you ever go back and watch one of my planting videos from like 2017. Actually, no. And if it's from the game, I've never played it. Is that where it's from? But the first time I tried to plant anything, I joked that I had a black thumb instead of a green thumb. So if this doesn't work this year, I give up. No more vegetables. I also started some, finally got around to buying some honeysuckle seeds. Am I sideways? It's supposed to rotate it for me. It told me that I could do it this way. It said keep it in portrait mode, yes or no. Because if I do it this way, you only get to see my clothes. And you don't get to see. No, I was trying to get. Anyway. I was trying to get everybody to be able to see what I was doing on the table as well, and not just look at all my shirts behind me and whatnot. So yeah. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, honeysuckle seeds, and they have been sitting in the refrigerator for the last 3 weeks. I'm waiting for them to sprout. And the girl that sent me the corn sent me some free clover. I think I'm going to sprinkle that at the base of both the apple trees. Anywho, this is what I used for my water honeysuckle. You'll have to Google, it's hard to explain. But I love the way honeysuckle smells. You can get it in a vine or a bush. I got the bushes because I think they're not as invasive. And I don't know. I have an arm up here, but then I wouldn't be able to read comments because I'm not in front of my computer. It's just me and my phone. So anywho, more often than not, when people are using resin, to color them, they either use something like this, which is a mica powder, which is really pretty and pearly, or alcohol inks, which I don't have any up here, which I need to go get them, which makes the water transparent. And since I advertise this as like a sun catcher, I need it to be transparent. The only thing that's not really super transparent is the sand. It kind of is still. But that's what happens when you use an acrylic paint. This is just a chalk paint. But if I use just the tiniest amount, I like that it's not completely clear. Plus, I don't think I've ever seen that many brown acrylic paints. Let me go get my ocean colored paints. Wrong place. They're in the closet. Yeah, okay. One is missing. I don't know where it went. That's okay. These will do. It's the greenish one. I don't need the greenish one anyway. I don't like the greenish one. It's not the Caribbean I'm going after. But I have these two. This blue and this kind of, it looks more like a teal or an aqua, and it doesn't come out this color. I wish it did. These are those two colors. You can just barely see the variation. This is the darker blue, and this is more of that in-between blue. And I'm also going to learn to be patient and not do the surf on the first layer. I don't know if you can tell. Actually, here's the first one. Well, I was careful not to do it on this one, so it's not, you can't really see the error. Can you see underneath this white layer where this white is? There we go. But if you wait to do the white on a clear layer, it looks more 3D. Looks more like it's on top of the sand. In fact, you can see the sandwich layer. The first couple times I tried to do this, I did it with the white on the same layer as the blues and the brown, and it just kind of made a mess. So you can tell I didn't do it on that. I did mix it with the rocks, with the glass, which is the only reason it's there, which also I'm going to be patient about. This one though, see how the white fell to the back? My phone is reflecting. That's because I added it too soon. This was my first practice piece. This one I used my daughter's ashes in. This one's a whole lot thinner. This one's actually on a piece of glass. I bought like one of those 97-cent frames at Walmart, and I did it on the glass. Whereas that second one, I did in here. All right, let's see if this is warm. It's gonna have to be. I don't usually give it a bath that often. But since this is a purchased piece that someone paid for on my Etsy, I want to do it as lovely as possible. All right, so first things first, we're going to divide this resin up into equal parts for sand and ocean. I found if you let the resin dry in these, you can peel it back out and you don't have to waste the cups. I guess I should add side B too first, huh? I'm all confused. All right, so we have 3 of part A, 3 of part B. That looks like 6 ounces to me. Total. Oh, I'm nervous. I'm nervous because somebody paid me money for this. And I don't want to mess it up. Since you guys can't see my table. Well, I wonder if I could lower this and just cut my head off. Nope. And it doesn't bend any lower than that, so. Oh well. I'm trying not to stir this too fast. It creates air bubbles. Get out there. Although a new friend of mine told me that if I, what the heck is going on here? If I keep a space heater aimed at the table as it's curing. I did not see that comment because I don't have my glasses on my face. That I can create less bubbles that way. Hey, George. That's all right. I'm sure I'll be here for a while. How's everybody been? Sorry I've been AWOL for a little while. Seemed like that winter depression was worse than usual. Just gotta get this all stirred up. There we go. It's becoming a little more clear. Less cloudy. It's my first time using this specific measuring cup. But hopefully I'll be able to just peel it out of there as well. I forgot to open my new lighters. Some of those bubbles. I can put the whole thing in a hot bath water. But last time I did that in like a bathroom Dixie cup, within like 5 minutes, it was mostly hard. I mean, it worked out great when I poured the little crystal, but I lost the rest of the cup. I lost about 2 ounces of resin. So I learned not to do that again. Although, and I don't know how safe this is, I've learned that you can put a little cup like this in the microwave for like 8 seconds. As long as you don't do it too long. It gets it just runny enough to pour, gets the bubbles out. I just keep getting micro bubbles at night. All right. That shot is doing nothing for anyone. Can't see the table. Can't see my face. There we go. I'll just keep looking at my clothes. All right, I think I'm going to go ahead and pour these into my 3 cups. For the 2 blues and the brown. For the sand. Oh my gosh. People in my work chat need to stop chatting because it's messing up my stuff. Actually, where's my scale so I can measure this out? So today's first layer pour won't be super exciting. It'll just be first 3 colors going in. And then I'll come back in a couple hours and sprinkle the ashes on the beach part. Because I learned if you do it too early, they just sink to the bottom. All right, fluid ounces. Oh, I did 6. So we'll do 2, 2, and 2. Oh my gosh, that dog. I think the dogs that live across the way antagonize her anyway. They like to come from across the street and go up into the woods along the driveway. Run around and make noise. And then go back home. Yeah, I hear somebody else barking. I mean, she does let me know if there's UPS or FedEx. Speaking of which, I still need to open that. I came home and found something delivered. But the last couple things I ordered on Amazon I've already gotten here. My ugly jacket from Target is already here. Actually, I'm only going to do 1.5 for the sand. Well, no. You can always cover it with surf. I need to learn to quit making the sand so small. All right. Maybe I want to put all this stuff. Let me put this wonderful work table in here, in this spare room. And you'd think there'd be enough room for everything. All right. I actually weighed out 1.9 of each cup. So again, for anybody who missed it, I used chalk paint for the sand. Technically, it's not transparent. I still like the look that it gives, though. It's still kind of just transparent enough. And I will just use pretty much like just barely just dip the popsicle stick in. Let's see if I can. Ooh, that's fuller than I usually when I'm playing around making tiny things, I don't have this much resin in here. That looks cool. All swirly. I've also learned not to use straight up white for the surf anymore. That's not realistic, which is also why I don't use plain white glass. What color is this? I think this is champagne or cream. They don't call it yellow and they don't call it gold. But real surf isn't stark white. I mean, maybe unless it's someplace where there's absolutely perfectly clear water. But I highly doubt that. I don't know. It is too clear. Might be a little too clear. Gotta touch more. Like I said, I'm not used to making so much at a time. This one, I made the mistake of doing very thin. It's like 1/3 of it is color and the other 2/3 is extra acrylic. I mean, I know part of it I have to put in there for the surf, but Should use 2 colors of brown is what I should do to make it more realistic. Still learning, still practicing. I'm still happy though with what I have to offer for sale on Etsy. Put the link in the description if anyone's interested once this processes. Plus it'll darken up a bit with the ashes. I know that happened with my daughters. It got like really dark when they got wet. Because they don't look like that out of the package in the plastic baggie. These are my cats though. They're not as dark. Maybe it just depends on the process and how it's done. I don't know. I was gonna say maybe there was more carbon in hers, but that doesn't make sense at all. Alright, so I'm gonna spray this with some alcohol. Let the bubbles rise to the top. Next, dark blue. And we're gonna do probably about 8 drops for the size of a cup. 2, 3, 4, 8. That looks so cool. I wish you guys could see that. Okay, well, that was strange. I unconnected. Actually, I wonder if I could do this. Those rings look wicked. Can't really stir much with one hand. Oh well. There's more weight to this one than when I tried to make my TikTok with little tiny cups. I don't know, that's pretty light once it thins out in that thin mold. Might have to add some more. More. Another problem is this tiny tripod doesn't have a very easily bendable. I thought about charging my old Galaxy 8, connecting it to my phone's hotspot. Use that to watch for chat. Maybe I'll do that next time. I'm in here doing something. It's like when I stream WoW, I have my phone turned on to the live video so I can use that to see comments. Since I can't stream around here with an overlay with crappy internet. So that's really pretty. Full of bubbles, but it's pretty. Pop the bubbles. Oh, I need to get my heat gun. That'll help. Bought a heat gun while we were trapped in Branson too, so I could make the surf look pretty. All right, sprayed that down. Let that sit. You can tell the difference. This was just me blowing with a straw and just like rocking it back and forth to get it to move. I like these wisps up here, but the trick really is to use a heat gun to get the surf. I think I was using the wrong nozzle though. I've watched some videos about how to get more realistic waves. Are you done barking at people? All right, now on to the, this looks more like a jean. Actually, the camera is giving it a little bit more blue. It's definitely a bit grayer. More like an old denim color, which is why I wish it didn't come out so light. All right, let's see if I can get you guys on down here for temporarily. What did I do? 12 total? It was probably closer to 20 because I squeezed it. Look at the reaction. That's kind of cool to watch. It all sticks to the side of the cup. That annoys me as well. But I can't do that any longer. It's trying to fall down. Boy, that looks really green on camera. It's a little more greener than I intended, actually. Maybe I'll add a couple drops of this. Welcome or welcome back. I've been sitting here by myself for the last 10 minutes. Right now we're mixing up resin colors. Got my 2 ocean colors. Might add a little bit more to that blue. Seems kind of light still. See if I can get that to darken up just a tad. That's a little bit better. And then I just stirred all the bubbles back in it. It'll survive. Use a lighter to get the bubbles out. Spray it with some alcohol. Get those bubbles out. All right, now just need to make sure that my mold is clean. It doesn't have any cat hair or dust. You know, the cats aren't usually in here for that reason. Maybe I should put that as an Etsy disclaimer. Warning, your resin pieces may contain a piece of my cat's. All right. Don't know what that was. So I'm going to let that air dry a little bit because we don't want any moisture. Wow, I must be really boring everybody left me again. I'm going to have to get better at these lives. In the meantime, I'm going to go get my heat gun. Excuse me. plug this thing in. You can definitely tell it's new. Doesn't have any resin or paint all over it. I've used it like twice. Or it still has all of its kinks in it. Just kind of waiting, I guess, for the bubbles in the resin. I did forget to install my leveling legs. I should have done that first. It's all right. Well, yeah, I think I'm going to add the glass too as a divider and make sure that the sand doesn't go where it's not supposed to. But instead of mixing it with the white, I think I'm just going to leave it. If I should just leave it clear. Mix it with a little bit of the sand color. I don't know. I probably shouldn't wait a whole lot longer. I don't want this to start setting too much. I think I'm going to move you guys. I might not be able to answer comments. If I could put this arm on my iPod, that would be better. But I don't know how. No, it thinks that my phone is sideways. But it's not. There we go. Well, I might still be able to see y'all. Whoa. Well, what do you know? I probably could have done this the whole time. Sorry for wasting everyone's time. I suppose we should get to pouring. I've already been on here for 40 minutes doing a whole lot of nothing. Just waiting on those air bubbles. Whoa. Straighten up as I go a little bit. Actually, should have made some more resin. So I'm gonna make some little gems and jewels for D&D for the fun of it. right. Well, these will probably stay in place. I just don't know yet if I should just do. Oh, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm so confused. All right. I need bigger popsicle sticks. Is what I need. Treat it like a canvas, even though I can't paint for squad. How should we do this? Don't need a perfect line. Bump that up a little bit like that. Okay. Don't want this. Oh. Some of these giant ones. I kind of want this to be a 3D feature. So I have to be careful how high I even do the clear layer. Probably way too specific. I'm just gonna leave it like that for now. Somebody's on a four-wheeler or something. That's why she's. Yeah. They better not be down there messing with my lighthouse. I just put my lighthouse back up. I mean, I bought that new one last year, covered it in epoxy. So hopefully nobody can break it. Sounds like somebody's lingering though down at the bottom of the driveway. Little do they know the camera is out and working. I reset it. Fresh batteries in it. There. What do you think? Y'all, yay or nay? It's starting to spread out. I need to get a little bit of the blue up there against it to keep it from running. I still hear an engine running. It's covered in 3 coats of epoxy. Each layer probably a millimeter thick. Still wondering if I should add a darker brown. Just this side of the surf. Or streaks of a different brown so it's not so monotone. I do have a different chalk paint. I have one in truffle and one in elephant. Although elephant's a little more gray. Also, my fear with using this much resin is that the colors might go too far than I intend. Because they're just going to keep on flowing. Whether I want them to or not. My phone is trying to die. I'll be right back till I get my charger. Sure didn't plan for that very well, did I? All right, we are plugged in with my fast charger, so it shouldn't take long. Should be able to keep up with streaming. All right, what do we think? Need some realistic blending. There's still too much. Don't know what the heck I got in my sand area. Keeps getting in here. Stuff's starting to thicken up a little bit. Use a heat gun. That line is too perfect. You can see the green waves. Still too perfect. I don't know what the heck's going on right here. Don't like it. Wow, that is thickening up quicker than usual. Got to finish pouring that. I like the green streaks up here. You can't see them. Wow, there's something else in the sand. Doesn't belong. I think before that thickens up too much more, I'm going to pour the rest of these. I kind of love that the alcohol inks didn't completely mix up all the way. Earl, you better stay in here. It sounds like somebody's down there playing with guns. I think I'm going to add a little bit of dark brown to that. Don't know how long this has been sitting over there. I don't think I'm going to stir it up all the way. Leave some streaks. Because wet sand would be darker, right? Almost can't tell the difference. Why am I so afraid to make big changes? It's too late now. I need to use all of this for then. I don't know if that was the right call to make or not, but we'll see. There's going to be ashes down here anyway. Bad idea. Still didn't pop all the bubbles. Don't mind a little bit of the blue between there. Get a little more height on this. The resin smooths it out. Jeez, look at this piece. All right. Let's look at that from the side. I think it looks great. One more piece there. There's an itty bitty piece. Eventually that will be drizzled with white. Too flat. It's stuck to the it fell back down. Uh-oh. That's no good. Right there. Yes. All right. Leave this to hopefully debubbleify. And I will come back in about an hour, probably. and see if I can put the ashes in there. All right, so that's the end of this stream. Let me bring you guys down here for a closer view. See if I can switch. There we go. Now you can see the variation in the sand. And in the blues just a little bit. I forgot to turn the light off above me. Prevents the shadow. And the glass. All right, oh gosh. This workroom looks horrible from this vantage point. I mean, it's closed, and this is actually further out than it looks. But that's why it's called a workroom, I guess. It's extra closet and a workroom. All right, so sorry for this long, boring video. Everybody vamped out about half an hour ago, but if you find this online and you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not already. I'm gonna do a few TikTok exclusive only things, like the unboxing of the ashes I did on TikTok, and I might do the foam waves, whatever. I might do that on TikTok, or for TikTok as well. I can't go live there yet. If everybody here followed me over there, I'd hit 1,000, but I think I still have right around 200. But yeah, look for more videos from me for the future. I need to get my gardening one up. We finish that tomorrow. And I'm finally getting closer to finishing the thing at the end of the driveway with the lighthouse. I've got all the crushed glass. It's just a matter of getting it all sorted out the way I need and put down after I level it off. So I will talk to y'all soon. Thanks for stopping by.